for someone to keep the VHS, the DVD, and the poster from another country, I am an obsessed fan of this film. Maybe because I basically kind of live that, that kind of way of how Dennis did. Not being a menace, but, you know, going out, like, most people wouldn't even know that that's what was the best thing about growing up was going out in the woods, you know, going out of mischief and just, you know, make your little tree house, make a fort. It's all, it's really, really, just don't get into trouble. Don't talk to strangers, but it was just always harmless fun. And I hold that like to an extent because, you know, if you literally take out the Switchblade Sam character to it, with Dennis, again, I wasn't a menace, but I somehow kind of had that, that was like me going into the woods, having fun. You tell where your parents are, but that's it. And literally, that's like how it was for me growing up. I was always that. You just walk around the neighborhood, going into, it was like, oh, I didn't have like a lot of friends like Dennis, but I didn't have like my Margaret or Joey, but I, I had a fun time, and it's maybe watching this and I hate when people have to get, have to take something like this and make fun of it and say something dumb. It's just, when can people just enjoy a movie? Really? Unless it's Mean Girls, it's just, nah, that was boring, or nah, that was stupid. Like, there's a lot of other movies out there. Come on. And 30 years. I didn't even get a part that it's 30 years old. It turned 30 today. So happy 30th anniversary to one of my favorite movies. And not just that Mr. Wilson literally looks like my grandfather, but it's just such, from the even from the story that Mrs. Wilson tells to the the literally the mood of of how George is with his garden and all how like the parents are. It's so, and the community with how like George and Martha and the garden club. And like these are the type of people, like these are like remind me of my aunts and uncles. They would dress like that, especially when it's a special occasion. It's literally like it's going through my, I'm like watching, like the part from that Christmas Vacation when Clark watches like the home movies. It's really it's like watching that. I'm literally watching my family. Again, I just adore this film, and again, happy 30th, man. I I feel sick. 30 years, wow.